Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm excited to share with you latest updates from my garden after a trip away from Houston. Let's dive right in. I know you're wondering why I went away on a trip. It was not a happy trip. I traveled to Cameroon in Africa to bury my father. So I lost my father back in November. And with us Africans, burying people is a whole thing. So I was away for 3 weeks to go and lay my papa to rest. I'm happy to report that it went well. I came back to beautiful surprises in the garden. As you can see, this is a side shoot from my broccoli plant, which I harvested shortly before traveling, and I came back to about two tiny side shoots on the broccoli plant. I'm so excited growing broccoli this year. So far it has been good. You know, the experiment is working and I'm learning a lot about growing broccoli. Over this way we have cauliflowers. When I left, the cauliflower had not started producing the flower head, which is actually the cauliflower vegetable, as you can see. So after 3 weeks, I came back to this in the garden, and it is always so exciting as a gardener, you know, to see the work of your hands coming full circle, as with this cauliflower. So if you've never seen a cauliflower before, there you go. Now what we're looking at here is kale. I have 3 different types of kale in the garden: the curly leaf kale in this red color, and then the curly leaf kale in the green color. A lot of us are familiar with this one, but this one I'm showing you right now is what is known as the black magic kale. It's a type of dinosaur kale, a lancinato type of kale. It is milder than the curly leaf kale and tastes a lot like spinach. I started it from seeds earlier this year and it's doing well. And then along the fence is collard greens. My collard greens are doing well. I'm so excited. So I've been harvesting them, and I harvest the collard greens by cutting from the bottom, you know, up. If you're African and you're wondering how to use collard greens, use it the same way you would use any vegetable. You can cook it with egusi and it will taste so good. I also use the leaves of the collard greens to wrap ekwang. You're familiar with ekwang now? Yeah. You can use collard greens to cook your ekwang and it tastes so good. You are so welcome. Take a look at our fruit trees. The guava tree. The guava tree is still doing fine. There's a frost coming through the area, so I'm gonna cover this tree up with a frost protection cloth this evening because of the wintry weather coming through. But it's January and the guava tree is still alive. Hopefully I'm able to keep this tree alive until March. And let's take a look at our papaya tree over there as well. Okay, my people, the struggle with this pawpaw continues. So that's how we call it, or we call it pawpaw. This papaya thing is Oyibo nomenclature. Anyway, so to grow papaya or pawpaw in this abroad is not easy, my people. Yeah, so that's me growing my pawpaw in a bucket. No, there's a hole at the bottom. I'm just joking. But to get the pawpaw to survive winter is a whole nother struggle, and I am here for the challenge. Yeah, so we absolutely have to protect our papaya or pawpaw tree from severe cold. It does not tolerate any freezing temperatures at all. But if I can manage to keep the trunk, this stem now of the pawpaw tree alive, then maybe I might get some pawpaw fruits when the weather warms up later on in the year, maybe around April, you know, May, June, around here in Houston. But for now, this is how my papaya tree is looking like. We have not had freezing temperatures yet, but cold weather affects the papaya tree. It will burn the leaves, the fruits will stop growing if there was any fruit on the tree, and then as soon as it drops below 0, the tree dies. So guys, let's go see what is going on with the other half of the garden, where I have onions, I have garlic, I have the green glazed collards, I have spinach, and then I have my greenhouse. All right, let's take a look. All right, my people, these are my onions. So I'm a first time onion grower and I'm here for the mistakes and the lessons. So here's one mistake that I already made. I went ahead and covered the bottom of my onion plants. Well, I did not do it. When I was away, one of my, mbanyas, my friends helping me out with the garden, thought that the onion plants needed more soil and she added a bunch of soil to the bottom. Apparently, you are not supposed to do that with onion plants. Don't cover the bulbs. So I have to, at some point, remove all of the extra soil she added from the bottom. The onion plants needs that space to produce the bulb. So if you want large slicing onions, the type that we cook with, right? Do not cover the bottom. Actually, you need to expose that bottom, and there's a name for that process. I think it's called spooning. But other than that, onion plants are doing well. At some point, I will take the time to remove all of the extra soil from the bottom and expose that bulbing part of the onion. Yeah, but my onion is doing well. Like I said, clap for me now, clap for me, my people. Moving right along, next to my onion plants, I have garlic stripe. I am also growing garlics for the first time this year. I am not sure what I'm doing, but we will figure out what I get at the end of my garlic growing season, which I have no idea when, but it's looking good. And what I'm showing you right now is what we call the green glaze collards. Apparently, it's a special type of collard greens, one of the oldest known, a favorite of the South. This type is tolerant to heat, tolerant to frost. It's a special type of collard greens. Look for it, green glaze collards. First time growing it, got the seeds from my favorite seed shop, True Love Seeds. I think they are sold out of seeds right now. But if you are interested in growing, some special type of collards, try the green glaze collards. Next, I am showing you another bed of that black magic kale. Remember, I showed you some at the beginning of the video. Yeah, I have a whole bed of it over here. I started these from seeds that I got from MI Gardener. It's doing so well. See, this particular type of kale is milder than that curly leaf kale. You should try it if you don't want to grow boring kale. Try this one. It has a milder taste. You can use it like spinach. It's super nutritious. You can use it in your smoothies. You can, if you're interested in that kind of stuff now, grow this black magic kale. And guys, look at my bitter leaf plants. So far, it is still here surviving, producing flowers. I started these particular bitter leaf from seeds earlier in 2023, and it's been maybe, I want to say 10 months, and this is what we have. Now, just take a look at this beauty, guys. Take a look at this beauty. Look at my spinach now. It is looking so, so good. I started the spinach from seeds, I want to say about 4 weeks ago. And then over here in containers, in my grow bags, I am also growing carrots. I'm growing carrots, and with carrots, you have to add some soil at the bottom if you want your carrots to do well, which is what we did. Yes, carrots are a cold weather vegetable, especially for us down here in the south, and my carrots are doing super, super well. Yeah, I'm so proud of myself. All right, guys, tell me where you're watching from. Tell me where you are watching from. Where are you watching from? Comment below, and I will give you a shout out in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of the tribe. Now, inside my greenhouse, look at what I have. Remember the azolla plants? Yeah, I started a bunch of them before leaving, and I came back to this overgrowth of the azolla. Azolla is an aquatic fern. It's a fern that grows in still bodies of water, and so you can cultivate it in your garden, in containers, in a using a situation that simulates like a pond. I have a video on how to grow azolas if you are interested. But look at this particular azola in the aluminum pan. It is turning brown, meaning it's dead. Again, because I was gone for so long, the water levels dropped, and I think there was an overgrowth or lack of water or something, but that one died. The one in the plastic container did not die. So I don't know if it has something to do with the metal pan, because the ones in plastics did not die, but the one in the aluminum pan is turning green. It's turning brownish, which means it's dead. And then over here is my papa's pepper. Remember the peppers I'm growing to honor my dad's legacy. He gave me the seeds, and I'm trying so hard to keep it alive. I have 3 containers here that I was trying to overwinter, but it looked like 2 of them did not make it because it's really dry. I tried to scratch the stem and it is dry, meaning it's dead. But one of them, thankfully, looks like it's gonna survive, and if I can keep it alive, then I will continue to grow peppers next season in the spring. Obviously, I could grow from seeds, but when you can save the stems throughout the winter, then you can get a head start. So yeah, guys, that's me harvesting the black magic kale I told you about. With the black magic kale, again, you can use it in smoothies. You can make a juice out of it, and if you are African, you can use it like a vegetable and cook egusi soup and all of that. Guys, thanks for watching. Kindly like and share, please, 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 and grow a garden, because when you grow a garden, you grow health. Bye bye.